G'day folks, I'm down here at V8 Jagnut's place, and since he's the expert on European cars and is willing to lend a hand for some of the equipment that I gave him, we decided to go to Repco and get some stuff for my car. We've got a new set of ignition leads because mine are shot, a new set of plugs because they're well overdue for replacement, a new oxygen sensor for the exhaust. I'll show you what that looks like. Sort of looks like a giant spark plug. That one there, it screws into the exhaust outlet pipe. And some fuel injector cleaner. These things here aren't related. I'm actually going to use those to make control panels for my engines. Mainly the Morris and the Jaguar 6-cylinder that he's given me, or I bought off him. G'day folks, this is the distributor cap from my BMW, and I just thought you'd like to see what's going wrong with it. For starters, she's badly burned on the points, and those funny those brassy marks around the outside are where the high voltages started tracing and leaking through the material. And down here, these burns indicate where it's actually burning through the plastic, going to ground through these bolts. So she's stuffed. It'll still work, we'll clean it up because this residue is conductive, but she is well overdue for replacement. It's all been going on under this cover. It's still an expensive little item, but it's got to be done. And likewise, that's the oxygen sensor for the catalyst. I don't think it's ever been changed. All the breather holes are all plugged up except for the end. And that's the new one. And that's the rotor down in there. Let's try and find out what it's like. I'll take it off. Okay, well that's the rotor button, and it's not very happy. Not in the best condition. I'll try and clean it up, but I'll get a replacement as soon as possible, along with the dizzy caps. The dizzy cap's cleaning up. Okay, well that's the cap half cleaned. V8 Jagnut's done this. He told me a lot about how the conductive residue causes the tracing and other problems, which I have no doubt is causing big problems with this cap. And the gunk's just a mixture of road grime, brake dust, oil mist, God knows what else, carbon. They're just going to try and clean this one up as best we can and then source a replacement afterwards. The rotor button still needs a bit of cleaning up, but it's just pretty burnt. Okay, well this here is called the mass airflow meter, or MAF meter. There's a little thermistor type thing inside here for air temperature, and this big vane here is connected to a potentiometer inside here, which will read a certain measure of resistance based on how much air is going through. Obviously airflow pushes this vane open more and more, and the potentiometer reads more or less resistance and sends a signal to the computer telling it how much air is going through, and then it calculates how much fuel it needs to deliver. It's actually not a cheap little unit either. This one's in good condition, so I think it's going to be carefully placed aside while I tear everything down for a throttle body clean. We're starting to lose the excess. Clean up in there. A lot of carbon and crap built up. That's the idle speed governor, or idle air governor. That's caused me problems in the past with surging idle problems. mainly because the rotor inside it was stuck. But that's alright now. We'll set the air cleaner. And that's the coil. Maybe on the list of things to do as well. Spark plugs are all down the bottom. Well, that's much better. Brad was nice enough to polish it all up for me. Bit of emery cloth. Brasso. It's only taken a couple of thou off it. She'll still spark nicely. So there's not too bad. Still needs replacement, but it's better than nothing. Well folks, I'm working on the number 5 cylinder and I've just had the spark plug out, and there have been some unforeseen consequences of taking that spark plug out. I'm just going to loosen the coolant cap off here. That's really not good. That is a big hole. Very big. Probably a combination of being cooked and corroded. So, it looks like this engine needs a new head, or maybe just a whole new engine and transmission assembly. Yeah. She's not happy. It's very unfortunate. I was hoping to have this engine running nicely, but the cause of one of the misfires, or the misfire, not only a crap distributor cap and rotor, but most likely moisture getting into the rubber boot around the spark plug socket, causing a short. Particularly when it was cold, when the moisture was really built up around it, not when it was hot. And well, yeah, that's the result. So I'll keep you posted on whether or not I find another engine, or whether or not I scrap this thing and find another car. Thanks for watching.